but the point I was making is that you said this about how some people made their entire political career on this one issue of reparations, reparative justice, and I think it's odd. I've reached out to probably 300 different guests in this short time of like 15 months that I started doing this because I'm a professor by trade. I'm currently not teaching right now, but that's my background. Like that, I've been a teacher most of my life, and it's crazy how I can't get one person that represents these ADOS movements. One person now, I reached out to Tone Talks, Antonia Moore, Camilla Moore. I've reached out to Sandy Darity. I reached out to so many people. You can't
Well, they
imagine.
broke with him.
What's that?
They cut him off. So he maybe that's why he's not interested. ADOS apparently, if ADOS, as far as I'm aware, I'm not up to date. I haven't paid attention in a minute. But last I was aware, they had cut themselves off from him.
From Darity?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but
so they used to champion him.
What I was going to say is that he actually agreed to do the interview with me. We had already set the date and everything, and he pulled out and said, "You know, Kiko," and it to me it was an insult because I mean we're both Black people, both PhDs, and he's telling me like he wants to inform and educate the people, but yet he wanted me to push, basically sell 25 books, buy them up front. I'm like, it's not enough for me just to buy the book myself up front because I've never had a guest out of the 300 people I reached out to. He expected me to fund 25 books for him to come onto my platform. And I can only think it's because they know that I'm not going to just promote all the talking points and stuff. I'm going to be critical of them and stuff. But I still, even thinking now, I'm like, are you really in to help people or are you just in to sell books and make money? Like, and to me, I can only come to one conclusion. But I lose a lot of respect for people like that because even people who didn't accept the invitations at least responded and gave their reasons. But this guy was like, yes, I'm going to do it. And do you want Kirsten to come on with me? And then pulls out and says that after we had already basically said we're going to do it. I just think it's crazy, these preconditions. You wanted to educate Black people. This is such an important issue to you. But yet a small independent platform like this, to me, would be a great opportunity to promote your book to a wider audience. But I guess people have their own agenda.
He said he would not come on unless you bought 25 copies
That's
in
exactly
advance.
what he said. I got the email saved to this day, and I've used it as almost an inspiration to just, like, I know I'm in this for the right reasons. Like, I don't need any of that. It's just ridiculous to me.
Are you going to edit this part out, or is this going to be part of the, is this meant to be off the record?
No, everything I do is on record. I don't hide away.
No, I just want to check because I'm definitely going to be mentioning this. I'm definitely going to make reference.
Definitely. Please do.
So I just want to make sure because that is, dang, I keep wanting to say I'm shocked, but I mean, I shouldn't be shocked. But that is still, I am still shocked by it. That is so, that's trifling. That is unexcusable.
He said, I'll do it, Professor Scruggs, Dr. Scruggs, but you need to meet this precondition. Like, can you meet this precondition? And then he said later, once your podcast grows or whatever, like I might come on then, once you get like a lot of, support. And then I told him, no, thank you. I don't want you basically on at that point. Like, if that's the reason, I have everything saved. I have all the receipts.
That's inexcusable and shameful. I don't know what else to say. I can't imagine.
But I'm glad that I brought this up just based on your reaction alone, because I mean, I think I had mentioned it one time in passing before the previous audiences, because I didn't want to make a big deal about it. But to me, it must be a big deal because it's a big deal. It made me lose hope in this issue in a way. I'm like, if the main people who are supposed to be pushing this movement are not even wanting to come on a platform like this, what does that say?
I don't know what to say. I think it's again, I've never taken, in any of the years that I've been involved with what I consider to be meaningful grassroots activism, reparations has never been the primary issue. And one of the main concerns has always been that it focuses on getting rewarded from a system that maintains its abuse and exploitation of Black, African, and other people around the world. So the best way for there to be reparations is, as always I've understood, to have an actual revolutionized society, to have a different world. Uh, uh, and then I've had my tactical, and Darity and I have had exchanges about this ourselves. So I don't, but and I say that to say that I find it to be that if the concern is, to your point, spreading a message, activism, organizing, the idea that you would tell anyone, I'm not going to come on your platform because it's too small, or I'm not going to come on your platform because it's too small and you're not going to buy in advance 25 copies of my book. To me, I admit I just see an overlap in why reparations would for him become an issue, because that's not a principled approach to organizing, and reparations as a main topic of focus for political struggle is, for me, less principled than trying to create an actual liberated society, not one that just pays a debt that it really can never fully pay, but maintains its exploitative and horrifically hostile colonizing nature.